Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. It's Monday, October 2nd. So this morning, I was up real early. I took a nice, relaxing bath, got dressed, and I was off to the town where my home is, the home that I'm purchasing. And to me, it was a very productive day, very productive day. I was supposed to meet a licensed roofing company person out here to give me an estimate on the roof on the new house if it needed replacement. Okay, so what I need to talk about is very interesting, because I have not been back here since I met with my realtor. And today I came along to meet the roof estimator here, and also to pay a visit to my full-time job here to introduce myself before I transfer. So, like I said, very interesting. And I'll have more for you guys as soon as I come back. But first I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, and also to those people who may be visiting my channel for the first time. If you find something that's interesting or resonates with you, so please consider on subscribing and give me a thumbs up, share if you will, and we'll be right back with more.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. It's Monday, October 2nd. So as you see, I'm driving. I'm still in the town where I'll be moving to in a few weeks. Hopefully, okay, hopefully. And this morning I got here about 11:15. And I got here early, and I was supposed to meet with a roofing company to give me an estimate on the roof, because as you know, I was concerned that the roof may need to be replaced. But guess what? After my roofing contractor met me here, he did a quick evaluation of the front of the house, the side of the house, and the rear of the house. He took pictures. And he gave me a quote of $10,000, which wasn't bad. Some people thought it could be in excess of $15,000. But the roof square footage is 2,500 square feet. Okay? The home is about 1,200 square feet, or 1,230 square feet. And at the end of all this, we both concluded that the roof was in fairly good shape, contrary to what my home inspector had taken note of. My home inspector actually went inside the home between the crawl space and the roof and found that there was some water seepage coming in that leaked into the bedroom. That's about it. So, as you know, the sellers have agreed to repair everything that needs to be repaired or replaced. And so I'm pleased. I'm pleased to announce that my roof at the home that I'm under contract does not need to be replaced. That's a good thing, because that saves me $10,000. Okay, and the roofing contractor seems to think that this roof, by looking at it, looks like a 30-year roof. Okay, and while I was there before the roofing contractor arrived, I met a neighbor to my right, and she was very, very friendly. She invited me in her home, and we talked a little bit, and then she said that she had her record of the last time the home received a brand new roof, and that was back in 2007. So if the roof was installed in 2007, this means that the roof is 16 years old. Okay, and if this roof here is a 30-year roof, that means that I have another 14 years before it needs to be replaced. But I would safely say 10 years tops. It's in great shape. The roof is nice and flat. There's no lifting. There is a visible area to the front lower portion of the roof that appears to have been repaired at one time or another. And I think it was in 2013. So anyways, that's a relief for me, because now I can contact my real estate agency and tell them that the roof is not as bad as my home inspector had noted. Because when I came out here the first time to meet my realtor and look at the house, I didn't concentrate so much on the roof. We didn't know any history on the roof, okay? But now I know more history. I spoken with the neighbors. I got a second opinion from the roofing contractor, and that's where we're at right now. The roof is still going to be repaired for the leaks that my home inspector located, and that's good. No more worries about the roof, okay? When I get back home or on the way there, I'm going to go ahead and call my real estate agency and give them the report. But when the repair is done on the house, all the repairs are done, I'm going to submit their findings, the end result conclusion of it being repaired, and also the age of the roof, to the insurance agency, and I'll be that much closer to closing on the house. So that's squashed. The other thing I noticed was, because I was here for a few hours, that when I came around to visit the community again, I saw that there was a plumbing company truck parked in the driveway of the house. That means that they started doing the repairs that was on the sales agreement addendum, and they're just going to go through with this and finish everything that needs to be done so we can move forward to a closing. So I'm seeing some progress going on here. Now, for the second thing, the other reason why I was here was to meet with my full-time employers that I'm going to transfer with when I move up here. Slurred speech. So, anyways, I went to the store. I introduced myself to a few employees, and I spoke with one of the managers. I was hoping to talk with the store manager, but he's filling in for the district manager at this time. So anyways, I was at my full-time job, talking to the employees and the assistant manager. It's a nice store. It's a clean store. It's in a nice area. I'm so happy that the area is not totally flat like in South Florida where everything is flat, pretty much at sea level. Over here, we're above sea level. There are some nice hills and some nice gentle twists and curves around the hills. A lot of maple trees. It's very, very country-ish part of the state. So I'm between Ocala and Tampa. So you guys can figure out the rest. I finally went to the customer service and I requested to speak with the store manager. Now he's the assistant store manager, I take it, and he was a little bit friendly, but he seemed a little bit hesitant to think that I can be transferred because he says that business is a little slow and he has to check the metrics of my department. But he said he really appreciates it, that I have a lot of experience and that they really want to hold on to that experience and not let it go. And I'm guessing he's going to get back to me, but I think the final say-so is corporate and also my own manager back at the store. I don't think I'm going to have a problem, but I don't feel like I'm being accepted with open arms. It's just that the way that he looked at me and spoke with me, he just looked and sounded a little bit reluctant. That I don't like. But he doesn't have any say-so here. Okay? I'm going through a closing here. This is where I want to live. And I got to do some searches to see where the other stores are in the area, just in case it gets ugly. So I'm going forward with my head held high. I'm not gonna comment too much on the way I felt there with him. He was smiling, but it looked like a very cynical smile. I wonder why that is. But I've done what I had to do. I did exactly what my manager told me to do, to come out here and meet the managers and talk with some associates, and that's what I did. And he did tell me that he was going to help me with this transfer. So I'm not leaving all my cards on the table with one brief meeting from a manager who sounded a little bit not so open. But everything else today worked out fine. I'm happy that I drove out here, and I'm happy that I got to do a second look at this roof. And I'm very pleased to announce that it doesn't have to be replaced. I'm happy that I met my possible neighbor. She was very, very nice, and she was friendly. That's a plus. And also, when I went, oh yeah, did I say that I stopped at Publix supermarket? I stopped there because I do have experience in the supermarket business, because I worked for Publix, the supermarket. And I told them that I worked part-time for almost 3 years, and they said that it's a little slow right now, that they think that this coming holidays, they are going to need some help. He asked me for my name and what store I worked at in Sarasota, and I told him who my manager was over there, and he's got my information, and he told me to go online and apply. And he felt that if they couldn't use me, surely other publics in the area could use my support or my help. So that was good. I gotta say that I was very, very pleased and say that they were far more friendlier with the managers from my full-time job up here where I'm going to be living. They were more professional. They weren't so professional at Lowe's, but they are here, and I'm happy to know that. So, with all this being said, I think one of my goals is to look for a part-time job here and locate other Lowe's in the area just in case things don't pan out here at this full-time job. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm only going to look forward. I'm not going to look behind me, and keep doing the best that I can, because I'm not a quitter. I'm a positive person, and I have a good outlook on my future living here where I want to live. So that's pretty much all I have right now. I don't have a whole lot else except to say once again that I'm happy I made this drive out here. It's a 2-hour drive, and it was well worth it. Well worth it. I must say, this part of Florida is pure 100% country. The first thing you notice when you get out here is you see a lot of 4x4s, a lot of trucks. The people are country people. Okay, they're not city people. They are laid back, and they're no nonsense. And I hope that when I move up here, I'm happy. You know, I'm away from the town here. Inverness is a very small little town. It's a quaint little town. It's a peaceful little town. There isn't a lot of noise here, okay? And the community where I'm going to be living is not near town. It's about, I would say, about 3 miles from town, and it's set in a very private area, and it's off the main road. I love it. I just love it. I'm going to be happy here, okay? I'm going to be happy here. So, anyways, I'll touch base back with you guys as soon as I come back. And when I hear something from my manager where I'm working right now to see what he's going to say about my meeting the managers and the associates, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. So I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon.